Hello guys, I hope you enjoyed lesson 1 on Wednesday and you are ready to get cracking with lesson 2. So in lesson 1 we looked at educating Rita and did the key extracts, and then we moved on to looking at persuasive features and Daft Forest features, and then a few other features other than Daft Forest. And you might have ended up looking at those on your own towards the end of the lesson, depending on how far we got in the live lesson, okay? And there were some kind of higher level Daft Forest techniques here, and hopefully you realised that if you click here, take just the last slide, and that shows you the answers to those. So all of that learning will inform your learning for lesson 2. Okay, so the first, I'm going to talk you through each activity in this video. You might want to pause the video and then go and do the activity, and then come back and unpause the video. Okay, so first activity on slide 17 is to just try and remember what Daft Forest stands for, and you can use section E of your KO if you can't remember, but if you can remember, it's really good to try and really stretch your memory and do it from memory. The answers are on slide 18. So you can check those and fill in any that you didn't remember in purple, please, so that I can see how many you're learning. Task 2 on slide 19. Why do we use them? It's really, really important that you don't just think you're using Daft Forest techniques because your English teacher has told you to. Okay, what do they do to your writing? And why might you want to do this kind of writing in the future? Because this is real life type of writing that you might have to do when you grow up. Slide 20 has got a kind of suggested answer for that, but there are lots of different answers for that one. Okay, slide 21. I have completed the task for you on slide 21. Okay, and then you are going to do the same things as me. So you might want to pause now, do the other couple of activities, and then come back to this. Okay, so on this slide what I've done, so the task is, or imagination task, you want to persuade your teacher not to set you homework this weekend. So I have to think about, what are my intentions as a writer? What do I want my audience to fit? So what do I want my audience to feel or imagine or think about when I say something? Which Daft Forest technique could I use? So example techniques, don't you want us to have time to relax? So that's a rhetorical question, and I'm trying to make the teacher feel guilty that they might not have enough relaxation time. I got AP on my last 3 English assessments. That's a made-up fact. It makes the teacher think the student is good at English, so homework is not needed. Okay, so you're going to do that, and you're going to do that on the following, I think it's 3 scenarios, and then you're going to do a little bit of persuasive writing, okay? So scenario 1, your parents or carers have said that you cannot have the latest iPhone. You need to argue against this. And you can see here, my head wasn't in the way, that there are different instructions depending on what your pathway is, okay? So minimum of 2 different techniques, 2 different Daft Forest techniques, please, if you are copper, bronze or silver. Gold and platinum, you need to use one of the higher level persuasive techniques that I just showed you there on that very last slide, okay? The second scenario, your school is banning chips. Give your views to the head teacher on this. So your views, it could be for it, could be against it. Then the third scenario, your friend needs a part-time job. Convince them. Okay, and then the bit of advice we're going to do, you can pick one of these 3 scenarios, okay? So this is the last bit that you're going to do for the learning this week. You can either persuade a friend in a different class to read the play that you're studying. Imagine that you're a character in Educating Rita, and you want to persuade another character to do something. So it could be Denny persuading Rita to quit education. It could be Frank persuading Rita to leave Denny. It could be Trish persuading Rita to go to some pretentious play. Or your teacher refuses to let you watch part of the Educating Rita film again, and you really want to. Give your views to the teacher, persuading her on why you should watch that film. And then slide 27, there's space for you to write that answer, okay? And then please do complete the self-assessment on slide 28, because that helps you to think about your own learning and what you've got from that this week. I will say as well, sometimes it says 1 R in the Daft Forest, and sometimes it says 2, you might have noticed. There are 2 separate R's, but I sometimes forget to write the 2 separate R's, okay? So apologies if I've made that error anyway. Okay guys, I hope you have a great week. It was lovely to see some of you for lesson 1 this week. And as always, please email me if you're stuck with anything.